Hey credit warriors, and welcome to this video, which American Express charge card is right for you 2018 update. So about a year ago we did a video called which Amex charge card is right for you. It was a very popular video. We basically went through the 3 different Amex charge cards. We talked about the benefits of all of them and which would be right for whom. But there have been some updates to these cards, particularly the gold and the platinum card. You can see now they are both metal cards, but that's not the only thing. There are a lot of new benefits as well. There haven't really been any updates for the green. It's still chugging along there, good old green. But for the other 2 there have. So we're going to do another comparison video on the Amex charge cards with all the updated benefits added in. Let's go. So for the green card from American Express, the annual fee is $95, and there aren't any credits or refunds or anything that could offset that annual fee, so the effective annual fee for the card is still $95. However, for the first year, the annual fee is waived, so 0 annual fee for the first year. Now let's go and have a look at the gold cards. So there used to be 2 gold cards, the gold and the Premier Rewards Gold. The gold had an annual fee of, I believe it was $160, the Premier Rewards Gold was $195. Now these cards are merged into one, and the annual fee has actually increased to $250. So we have annual fee $250, but there are 2 credits on the new gold card that can actually help you offset that. So you get a $120 dining credit. I won't go into all the details of it here. I'll put the link to our review of the Amex Gold, the new Amex Gold, on the end of this video. You can find out all about it. But basically, it's $120 a year due towards dining at certain restaurants, a rebate. Then in addition to that, you get a $100 airline incidental fee credit. Now, this is normally for fees like checked bags and stuff like that, but there are certain airlines, particularly AA, Delta, and Southwest, people are normally able to use it for gift cards for. With those airlines. I do recommend you check the most recent information about that though if you're going to do it. Normally it's the lowest denomination, like $50, and some people have said that with Delta it doesn't work. If you do it on mobile, you don't get refunded, you have to do it on desktop, all sorts of little intricacies like that. But basically you should be able to get $100 back for airlines, either gift cards or for incidental fees like check bags, etc. So that's $220 worth of credits, which takes the effective annual fee down to just $30. Now, the annual fee on this card is not waived for the first year, so it's $250 in the first year, or an effective annual fee, if you want to look at it that way, of $30 for the first year. Now let's have a look at the Platinum card. Now the Platinum card has also increased its annual fee from $450 up to $550, but they've added in some extra credits. So you still get the airline incidental fee credit, which can also be used for gift cards, just like we talked about, $200. But they've added in the $200 Uber credit, which you get in installments each month, and also a Saks Fifth Avenue credit that you get $50 twice a year, so that's $100. So actually, there's a total of $500 worth of credits that you get every year. So it takes the effective annual fee for this card down to $50, which is quite a big saving if you're able to make use of all that. Now, in year 1, the annual fee isn't waived, but for the effective annual fee in year 1, okay, so starting from that effective annual fee of $50, you actually also get every 4 years your global entry $100 credit. So if you do use that in year 1, your effective annual fee for year 1 will actually be plus $50. You're getting $50 back. So you'll be paying 0 and $50 up. So that's definitely pretty good if you can make use of it. And do remember, guys, these annual fees, even though you're getting them back through credits and stuff, you need to make sure that A, you actually would use those, spend money at those establishments or on those airlines anyway. And B, you need to also make sure that you actually have that lump sum in your bank account that you can pay it, because it gets charged to your first statement when you open the card and also on your anniversary. So you need to actually pay $550 or $250 up front and then gradually get it back. Just a little warning there. Okay, let's move on to the point earning on these cards, because there have been significant changes in that too. So the green card, again, hasn't really changed. It's 1 point per dollar on everything and 2 points per dollar at Amex Travel. I really feel sorry for the green. Come on, Amex, please give the green some updates. It really deserves it. Okay, let's move on to the gold. So the gold card now earns 4 points back per dollar on US restaurants. It earns 4 points back per dollar at US supermarkets on spending of up to $25,000 per year. I think that's ample for most people. That's half the average annual household salary in the US, so I don't think many people are spending more than 25 grand a year at supermarkets. You also get 3x on flights, which the Premier Rewards Gold had before. And then for people who applied for the Premier Rewards Gold before the launch of the new Gold on October 4th, you will be grandfathered into a 2x category on gas. That's what the Premier Rewards Gold used to have. The new Gold card doesn't have that, so for new applicants like myself, we don't get that, but the older, the people who were members from before, when that benefit existed, you will still have it, and this is called grandfathering. You are grandfathered into it. Now, there is a sign-up bonus on the Gold card. So the green card that we just talked about doesn't have a sign-up bonus. The Gold card, it has a sign-up bonus of 25,000 Amex membership rewards points, but if you can get a referral link, like from a friend referring you to the card, you can get an offer for 50,000 points. Now let's talk about the point earning on the Platinum card. So the Platinum card, it just earns 1 point back on everything in general spending categories, but there is the new benefit that was introduced earlier this year, or actually I think it was last year. Anyway, it was introduced, 5x back on airline tickets booked directly with airlines or through Amex Travel, and also hotels, prepaid hotels booked through Amex Travel. So a 5x category. Now the sign-up bonus on the Platinum card currently at 60,000 points. However, there have been targeted offers. We actually got a targeted offer for 75,000 points, which we got. And I have heard about even higher targeted offers, but the current public offer is 60,000 points for the Platinum card. Okay, now let's go into the benefits of these cards. And so for the green card, there aren't really any significant benefits. All of these cards do have access to the same purchase protection, roadside assistance, kind of travel insurances, all that kind of stuff that Amex provides. I'm not going to go into it in detail here because it's in our original video on these. So if you guys want to know about all of that, you can watch the original video. I'll put it at the end of this video. So the green doesn't really have any standout benefits apart from all that stuff that you get anyway. Now let's move on to the Gold. So the Gold card, apart from all the benefits we've mentioned already, it gets access to something called the Hotel Collection, which is kind of like a collection of hotels that you can book through American Express, that you actually get a $75 credit for, like activities at the hotel, like spas and stuff, if you stay 2 consecutive nights. So basically what you have to do to get it, you have to book through that website, and you should be able to get a $75 credit if you're staying 2 nights. That further offsets the annual fee. So you could argue that if you make use of that, your annual fee goes down even more. Well, you'll be earning money if you apply that. Then there's another thing, the Travel Collection, which I'm not really sure what it is, but it's basically just special travel deals. You may not use this, but if you are thinking of going on a trip and you want to check out what they have, you might be able to get a good deal through them. So again, you can access that through card benefits section, and it's a website that you have to set up a login for and go and check out. Now let's look at the Platinum card, and the Platinum card is really where you get a lot of benefits. So the Platinum card gives you airport lounge access through Priority Pass, which now includes over 1,200 lounges and restaurants. There are 9 American Express Centurion Lounges, with more on the way, I believe, at JFK and LAX. They have lounges opening. American Express Centurion Lounges are very good. You get access to Delta Sky Clubs when you're flying Delta. So you could be in Delta Economy and you get to go to the lounge anyway, just like a business class passenger. And then there's also Airspace Lounges, which is a smaller lounge network, just a few of them that you get access to. You get Hilton and SBG/Marriott Gold. Now, Hilton Gold status is really useful. I found it to be very useful. You can get a free breakfast very often at a lot of hotels, or free continental breakfast, and then it's like a $10 upgrade to the regular breakfast. I've saved a lot of money that way with breakfast. You get room upgrades, etc., etc. So Hilton Gold status, very good. SPG/Marriott Gold status, a lot of people are complaining it's not as good as it used to be. It doesn't give you free breakfast. Yeah, there've been a lot of people complaining that, especially post-merger. But at least the Hilton status is very, very useful. You also get access to the Hotel Collection, where you get that $75 credit if you stay 2 consecutive nights. And you also get the Fine Hotels and Resorts program, which is another thing. So there's a Hotel Collection and there's a Fine Hotels and Resorts program, okay? And with this one, you get like room upgrades, you get late checkout, you get free breakfast, and you normally will get a $100 credit for something at the hotel, whether it's spa treatment or it could be something else, but the credit is valued at $100 at each of these resorts. And it's kind of a curated thing, curated by Amex for its members, and that's exclusive to the Platinum. Obviously, Centurion would have that as well, but that's even higher. Platinum is the highest one we're talking about today. So guys, that's basically a rundown of some of the more standout benefits of these cards. If you want to know more about the basic benefits, you can watch our earlier video. Okay, so which of these cards would be right for who? Well, the green card, I'm sorry, but Amex, you really got to update the green card. Just give us something, you know? Come on. The way I see it, the green card, it's just kind of like the first rung on the charge card ladder, but to be honest, it doesn't really even compete that well with the everyday card, Amex's own everyday card that gets you 2x at supermarkets. I would personally go for that instead. It is a good option for someone who wants a charge card instead of a credit card because they want to be more disciplined with their spending. Charge card, you have to pay it off every month unless you do opt to use that, pay over time feature. And yeah, so the green card, it's still, I don't really rate it that highly. I don't think it's that competitive. Now the gold card, so I did actually just get the gold card and I got the limited edition rose gold version. I have like 5 videos on it, so you can check out our channel about it. I view this as a very competitive card now. I used to feel that the Sapphire cards from Chase, Sapphire Preferred and Sapphire Reserve, were really competitive with the gold card and probably better than it. Now I think Amex has really tipped the balance and the gold card is actually probably the best card for earning points in the US at the moment off of sort of daily spending, restaurants and supermarkets, that kind of stuff. Amex also from time to time has bonus transfer rates, like for example at the moment British Airways, you get a 40% bonus when you transfer the points across as well. So they're definitely outdoing Chase at the moment in this sort of tier 3 range, what I call tier 3. So I would recommend this card for people who have who want to earn a lot of points off of daily spending. And you really can. You really can earn a lot. Now let's look at the platinum card. So recently this was the only card I would recommend out of these 3, but obviously I just got the gold card, so I'm now recommending the gold card as well. But the platinum card, it's basically a card for benefits and also earning points off of air travel. Basically, that's what it's good for. So if you are someone who goes on business a lot, who stays in hotels, does a lot of international or domestic air travel, that's definitely the card for you. We booked a trip to the UK. I think we spent $3,000 on British Airways tickets to go to the UK, booking directly with the airline. That's 15,000 Amex points right there on the platinum card because it's 5x on air travel. And then if we transfer over to British Airways at a 40% bonus, that's like 21,000 points we'll get off of that $3,000 booking. So that's quite valuable. So the platinum card really does have that thing about it. People often say the platinum card is for benefits, whereas the gold card is for earning points, or the Sapphire Reserve is for earning points. That's kind of true, except for on air travel. So platinum, you obviously get all of the lounge access, much better than what you get through the Sapphire Reserve or other premium cards. So it is quite a unique suite of benefits. So just to recap, platinum card is good for people going on business trips who travel a lot. Gold card is good for earning points on everyday spending. Green card is good as an alternative to a credit card, first rung on the ladder, but possibly, you might be better off getting the Amex Everyday Credit Card. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, I'll put the original video on the end of this, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.